Welcome to McGrawHill Personal Tutors. The circle graph shows the percent of bills that Cassie pays each month. A total of $2,150 was spent on these bills in the last month. How much more was spent on her home loan than her car payment? Let's look at this question in two different ways. First, we'll determine how much was spent on each. So if we look at the circle graph, you can see that 60% of her money spent was on the home loan, 20% on her car payment, 15% on her student loan, and 5% on her other bills. So let's look at the home loan. 60% of $2,150 was spent on her home loan. Rewriting 60% as a decimal and multiplying by 2,150 allows us to see that $1,290 was spent on her home loan. How much was spent on her car payment? 20% of the money she spent on bills, $2,150, was for her car payment. Rewriting 20% as a decimal and multiplying by 2,150 shows us that Cassie spent $430 on her car payment. The question, however, says how much more was spent on her home loan than her car payment. So now we'll find the difference. $1,290 minus the $430 she spent on her car payment has a difference of $860. So Cassie spent $860 more on her home loan than she did her car payment. However, we can also look at this problem in a different way. We can look at the percent she spent on each and find the difference. $60 on her home loan minus 20% on her car payment lets us see that she spent 40% more on her home loan. From here, we can find or determine %40 of the total amount she spent, $2,150, and in order to do that, we'll multiply 40% as a decimal by 2,150. 40% of 2,150 is 860. Cassie spent $860 more on her home loan than her car payment. Thank you for using McGrawHill Personal Tutors.